Welcome to the podcast. This is episode 33. Something new opened up with Charles Gardner, aka Mr. Line 'em Up, aka the Great Buffalo Hope, aka he's about to whoop somebody's ass this weekend. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, bro.
That's what's up. That was an intro that probably people are kind of confused about. If you don't know Buffalo boxing, tell them a little bit about what you do.
I'm a pro boxer. When I was an amateur boxer, I won the Buffalo Golden Gloves 4 times at 2 different weight classes.
Wow.
Uh, right now, I'm undefeated as a pro, 1-0, about to be 2-0 Saturday. I'm fighting on a Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez undercard, and it's on ESPN Plus. It's only $8, so tune in.
Yes, sir. So everybody, if you don't have whatever gives you ESPN Plus for free, go and get that. It's $9. Support a Buffalo Pro boxer. That's super dope, man. That you're fighting on a pretty big fight, undercard fight. How does that feel coming from where you came from? You said you won Golden Gloves 4 times in 2 different weight classes.
Yeah.
Wow. How does it feel coming from such humble beginnings to be a pro boxer?
Uh, It felt great because I've been telling people that I was gonna do it, and there's always people who believe, and there's always people who doubt you, and then to actually be successful at it is like a real big thing because
Mhm.
anybody could be a boxer, but not anybody could be an actual good boxer or a great boxer,
Right.
or become like a champ down the line.
Right.
So that's my main goal: keep winning, taking fights, just handling it one fight at a time, do what I'm supposed to do in the
Mhm.
ring, come out healthy with the win, and just keep progressing in my career.
Right. Now, how did you get started in boxing? Because I've known you for since we were little kids. I would have never imagined you would grow up to be beating people up in a ring.
Yeah. Well, when I graduated from Hutch Tech, I ended up going to ECC City,
Okay.
and I wanted to run track, but they had just did budget cuts and took their track team out.
Mm.
So I didn't want to play football for their team. Um, so I ended up just I kept working out, like doing my track workouts, thinking I was gonna transfer and go to a 4-year college for track. But then um I ended up just like I kept thinking about the injuries I had took when I was playing football for Edge Tech or just football over the years,
Mm.
and the injuries I took during track, like just because when you're an athlete, you get all these random miscellaneous injuries,
Sure.
and then you be stuck in the house or stuck on crutches. So I kept thinking to myself, like, dude, I'm tired of getting injured. So I just don't think I'm gonna do sports no more. So then somebody overheard me having a conversation at the Edward Saunders Community Center, and they came up to me, and the guy who came up to me was Arhan Castillo, and he came up to me. He's a Cuban amateur heavyweight, about to turn pro himself. Uh, he came up to me talking to me just in general about how I shouldn't give up my athletic ability. Like I still haven't tried everything. I was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, I box. And he invited me to his boxing gym. And I
Mm.
was thinking to myself, like, man, I never boxed before. I was like, I'm like, man, I kind of got a lot of anger in me. And then I was like, it's a different sport. Plus, I like a challenge.
Right.
So he invited me to his gym. I came to his gym. And I remember the first time I sparred, it was him. And he at the time, he was like a 300-pound heavyweight. And he hit me so hard, right, that I seen three of him.
Damn. Oh my God.
So, so, so at the time,
He saw
I'm
stars
like,
and three.
yo,
Oh my God.
is this normal? And he just like, he was just like it was just, I guess it was just boxing, and I didn't know that, it's weight. I didn't comprehend the fact that why it's weight classes, but at that point I knew.
Mhm. Right.
so,
Right.
so, so next thing you know, I'm just like, I'm talking to him or whatever, and my nose bleeding and shit. And
Just
I
all
don't think
types
they
of
thought I
fucked
was,
up.
yeah, I don't think they think I was gonna come back. But I came back every day because I was like,
Mm.
yo, it was like a rush.
Mm,
And then ever since then, man, I've just been boxing ever since. Like it's just like an addiction. There's something about it.
word. Wow. So that's really like a chance meeting.
Yeah.
Wow. So you went from being like, man, I'm done with sports. I'm tired of getting injured to like, yo, let me go and get into the most injury prone.
You feel me? Crazy. Crazy. I don't know
Let me
what
go
I was
punch people
thinking.
in the face and get punched in the face.
Yo, swear to God, bugged
but you
out.
but you do it well. You box efficiently. Obviously being a 4-time Golden Glove. And then what two weight classes you fight in?
I fought at 141 and I had fought at 152.
Okay. You said
Yeah.
152?
Yeah, so 141 is like lightweight
Mm,
or like super lightweight or whatever. And then 152 is like welterweight.
okay.
So right now I fight from like 135 to 145. So I fight from super lightweight uh to welterweight technically.
Okay.
Junior welterweight. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. What are you currently at right now?
I gotta fight. My next fight Saturday is at 145.
Okay. So
So
that's
yeah.
that's considered super lightweight,
That's like it could be it's welterweight. It's
welterweight.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Word. So in training for boxing, how much different is it than training for like any other sport that you
Oh, it's so I didn't play every sport. It's every sport combined.
mm,
It's every sport combined. The workouts, you do all the workouts that every other sport do down there.
you do all of
Seriously. You
wow.
do
Tell
all
me
of them.
about
It's
it.
terrible. Uh so so you got strength conditioning. You can either lift weights or not lift weights and do core work. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips. You gotta do mass sprints. You gotta do hill running. You gotta do miles. Uh, what else? You gotta like you do like any type of strength conditioning you gotta do for other sports. You gotta literally combine all of them for boxing, just
Mm,
depending on your weight class. The training you be like you might be hitting a heavy bag for 30 minutes. You might be hitting it for an hour,
hmm.
and it's not like pity pat. It's not like when you at a fitness club. It's like legit 120% into it.
Right, you're really
Like,
smashing the bag, yeah.
yeah, like
Uh,
um unless your game plan is like speed, so then you're working on speed or something. But you be in the gym for a solid 2 to 3 hours putting in straight work,
right,
like nonstop exhaustion, pushing past it, because it's all mental. So you
right.
gotta get mentally broken. Coaches
Mhm.
mentally break you, make you keep pushing past your limit. You gotta think about it. You still got your regular life to cope with. If you got a 9 to 5 job or another career, you gotta incorporate that. If you
Mhm.
got a kid or kids, you gotta incorporate that. So it's like mad mental strain,
Right.
and it's just different. The work ethic is just different. It's different.
Got you. And you have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
How is that? How do you cope with having to put all the hours in the gym, box, and be dog tired, and then still have your daughter to take care of?
Well, it's cool. Her grandma, her mom, my dad sometimes and my stepmom sometimes have her, but her mom and her grandma on her mom's side, they have her often.
Mm,
So they help out a lot, like with the whole while I'm grinding
mhm,
aspect. Plus we co-parent great. She a
mhm.
great mom. So she do what she got to do, and I try to get my daughter as often as possible. That's why everybody always see me with my daughter, because I
Right,
literally have her like a lot, because I know how it is when I gotta leave and train,
right,
and I be missing her because
of
I be
course,
gone.
right.
So I try to get her as much as possible and do fun stuff with her, or just spend time with her just in general. She
Mm,
like my twin. That's my best friend.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Does everybody kind of understand like what you're going after right now with this boxing thing? Like they
Yeah.
understand that you can't be
At
always
first,
around
at,
that.
fir- at first, they didn't understand, but now they do, and I'm cool with it. It's
Mm.
better. It's better late than never. So
Oh, for
it's
sure.
cool. They understand the whole, better life aspect and process and stuff.
Right. What do you think changed that? Was it you going pro that kind of like made everyone like, okay, now this is like a real thing?
I think it's the maybe with the mother of my child, it was just like a time thing, like
Mm-hmm.
over time understanding. And with everybody else, it was I think it's just like seeing the actual success, because not everybody gonna believe in it unless they see it. They want to see it.
Hold on.
And for me, I had to keep preaching to people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So for me, I had to keep preaching to people. But like, when you got something that you really believe in,
Right.
like you got to see it before it's there. So they don't see it because it's not something that they believe in. It's not their
Right.
dream.
Right.
And they don't need to. It's
Right.
you who gotta do it and produce. And I've just been producing, and I'm gonna make sure I produce on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Now, your first fight, your first professional fight. Let's talk about that real quick before we get into this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when, where, who, how, why?
Oh, that joint. Okay, so my pro fight was last year before the pandemic hit,
Okay.
and it was on Telemundo. So that's a Spanish network that's
Right.
nationwide.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was on that. It was at the Niagara Falls Casino. It was sold out, so packed, crazy
Mm.
amount. It was like a movie type thing,
Yeah.
and I was nervous. I swear, because I never wore 8-ounce gloves. I never because them joints, like, it's basically your fist. It's crazy.
So it's,
Um
it's pretty much nothing. You mean?
yeah, damn near. You
Yeah.
might as well.
Right. I mean, eight
Might as
ounces
well be
is
in the
like it's
street
like a
fight, boy.
feather. Right.
Yeah, yeah, for real. So that, and then just the aspect of being on TV for the first time, like as far as being a pro boxer wise, the world could see me, and then
Right.
everybody in the city cheering for me when they said my name. That
Mm-hmm.
was there. So I remember the fight. It was lit, but once, like, I think after 30 seconds to a minute, I wasn't nervous no more. Like, it was
Mm-hmm.
cool. It was like, oh yeah, we doing this.
Right.
It's a
Right.
fight.
Right.
And then I remember I worked at High Point on Michigan, and I was I had signed up for doubles, like, back to back,
Mm-hmm.
like a retard. So, like, after my fight, right, I got the hotel room and everything. Like, I'm good. But my
Yeah.
adrenaline was pumping so much from the fight, because I never experienced nothing like that,
Right.
that I couldn't go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pumped up from fighting a dude and going hard and getting the win and everybody cheering. And I couldn't go to sleep. And I had two doubles back to back that weekend
Oh my
to
god.
go to work. And I was so exhausted. It
Right.
was it was crazy, but it was worth it,
For
because
sure.
it was worth it. But yeah, so it was on Telemundo. It was at the casino.
Word. How did it
So yeah.
end? How did you end it? Did you knock him
Oh,
out
it
or
went off. It went all 4 rounds. My
off?
opponent was tough as ever. Like, he
Really?
wasn't like yeah, he wasn't a bum. He was a real opponent who really came to really try to knock me out.
Right. 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 I guess that's the world
Yeah,
that you step into once really get into it
yeah,
like that.
that's
Um.
a fact.
So this Saturday, ESPN, ESPN Plus. Um. What time is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think it says it started at 7:30 over here.
Seven
I
thirty
think I'll
over.
be fighting at, like, yeah, on Eastern time is 7:30.
Okay. Gotcha. When do you
I'll
leave
probably be
for
the first or second fight. So
word? When do you
yeah,
actually leave for Vegas?
tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay. Ah, so I caught you at a perfect time.
Yeah,
Word.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So who is this guy that you're
Yes,
fighting
sir.
this?
His name Jahi Tucker. He's from Long Island, New York, and
Mm-hmm.
he amateur standout. He was on the youth USA team, and he's a pretty good boxer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this one of his first pro fights too, or has
Nah,
he
this
been
is
doing it?
second, just like mine.
Okay. All right. So they kind of match you guys
Yeah.
up pretty well. You'll come away with the
Yeah.
W, obviously, because you have
One
the
for
whole
the
city behind you.
yeah, one for the, this one. This one gonna be really exciting.
Mm,
It's gonna be
for
really
sure.
exciting.
For sure. And where in Vegas are you fighting? Like,
The MGM Grand.
come
Yes,
on,
sir.
man. Yeah, let's
Yes, sir.
go. The
Yes,
MGM
sir.
Grand.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. I will definitely be tuned in. I was tuned in anyway, but I will definitely be tuned in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a little area set. I've had the lights change colors. Okay, he about to
Sir.
let's get it.
Yes, sir.
That's fire, man. That's fire. When you
Yeah.
started this, did you think this is where it was gonna end up?
When I first started, the first coach I had was Jimmy Ralston. He always told me I was gonna be like, I was gonna be big. I was gonna be a champ and this and that. He always amped me up. He always
Mm,
spoke positivity in me. And over time, I will keep coming across people who will speak life into me with the boxing. So
mm,
eventually, over time, like it just manifested in my brain that like this is it. Like I'm gonna get there.
right.
I've been through mad stuff pursuing boxing, but I always knew no matter what I was gonna make it, and I was gonna get to a point where like I could really show like Buffalo Buffalo good for something.
Right. Right.
Like I knew I was gonna be able to put the city on. I knew it. Now
Right.
obviously it's probably a lot of people who didn't believe in me or didn't think I could, and then there's a lot of people who did
Mhm.
who could see my greatness, and they always spoke life into me.
Right.
So I
That's
appreciate
good.
them for that.
For sure, man. So where did you get the name Mr. Line It Up? Mr. Line 'em Up.
Yo, I don't. Yo, for real, I was just cracking jokes with a friend about pro boxing names,
Yeah.
and I was like, dang, I don't got no damn boxing name. I'm like, yo, I can't use CG3 because that's my initials, and that's not really that's just my initials. Like maybe for a clothing brand, I could use that, but
Right,
I'm
right.
like, nah. I'm like, it sound dope, but nah. I'm like, yo, what can I do? And he was like, I think my friend was talking about something about different opponents, and we was picking opponents, and somebody said something about lining the opponents up because it don't matter who I fight, I'm gonna beat. And I was just like, you know what? I was like, line them up. I was like, It's like Mister line them up. I was like, oh, okay. And then my man's like, yeah. And then it was amping me, and I was like, oh, Mister line them up. That's my name. It's on. And then that's just I don't know. It just sounds good because I remember Errol Spence saying something about lining people up and man down. And I was like, I can't take man down because Errol Spence Jr. from Texas got that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get Mr. Line him up. That's my own shit. I got it.
Word. Hey, that's what's up, man.
Yeah,
So you really had like a storied path so far. The chance meeting,
yeah,
killing it
that's
in
a
the
fact.
in the amateur world, 4-time Golden Gloves, 2 different weight classes, belts, and now you're here. First of all, you were in the casino in Niagara Falls, right? Not
Yeah,
Buffalo.
for the yeah,
Seneca Niagara
yeah,
won that one. Now you're going right to Vegas, MGM Grand.
yeah, yeah,
This is a definitely a storied path, and
yeah.
it's really dope to see you doing this because like I said, we've known each other since kids, like running
That's a
around,
fact.
and me, you, Chewy, Hollis, Mo,
Yeah,
Ray,
Anthony.
Anthony, yeah, man. Um, so looking down the line, we already said this that you're gonna be a champion one day.
Yeah.
Do you ever because a lot of the fight fans now are transitioning over to like MMA and stuff like that. Do you ever think about that or no? Right now, is
Well,
it just
I'll be cooling because people been saying that for like years about MMA, but boxers get paid more than people in MMA,
for sure, for sure.
So and then not even just that, like people still fuck with boxing.
Yeah.
Like fans not really like detouring that much where they not people still want to see boxers because boxers like Devin Haney or boxers like Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, that's a big card.
Mhm,
You ain't
yeah.
going there's no UFC card other than the style bender that people really want to see because Conor McGregor not really fighting.
Mhm.
So,
Right. Yeah. Like the
like
stars are kind of like they're
yeah.
going
So
different because
like
they're coming to the end.
it's a whole new group of fighters in the boxing game that's
Mm,
entertaining that everybody want to see. I'm gonna be a part of that group.
right.
It's people like Jerron Boots Ennis from Philly, Rasheem Jefferson from Philly.
Hmm.
Um, who else is Javante Tank Davis from Baltimore.
Mhm.
You know, it's mad Devin Haney. You know, it's mad different people who actually great at the sport, be knocking people out, or just be got the skill set to catch your eye and make you really want to tune in. Or they got the gift of gab, you know, can really get
Right.
the fans going.
Yeah, they can
So
control a mic
so
well.
yeah, I never really worried. I don't really worry about it because I it's gonna be lit. If it
Right.
die out, it's gonna probably die out. Shoot, like in maybe 20, 30 years, but probably not even
Right.
that. Because
Right.
it's always gonna be somebody with mad character in the boxing game to
Mhm.
get fans really like reeled in.
Right. Do you think you have that mic ability yet?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm ultra entertaining. You feel
Oh.
me? You gonna see Saturday.
For sure.
Autonomous Ultra Instinct activating Saturday.
Uh-oh. Oh shit. Yeah, I
Yes,
love that. I
sir.
love that all the like our generation is older now, so like all the shit we loved as kids, like we are able to like say it. Ultra
Yeah.
Instinct and like
Yeah.
Style Bender is like a Naruto character.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's just mad dope. You even hear it in rappers like Trippy Red and like the new kids and stuff like that. They reference like a lot of anime in that. So as a kid, is that what you were watching a lot? Anime, stuff like that?
So yeah, for a fact, I always watch Dragon Ball Z, and that's why it's going down like that.
Yeah.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Autonomous Ultra Instinct.
Yes.
Stop playing with me. Goku is my guy. You ever notice when anytime somebody step up and they tough as hell or they a savage, Goku want that smoke. And I'm like,
Right.
Goku, I want that smoke.
You
Wait.
be smiling in their face.
Exactly. People be wondering why I'm smiling. You know, they don't be taking me serious and stuff until I punch them in the mouth. And then
Right.
now they, you know, and
Whoa.
I'm still smiling. I'm still
Right.
smiling while I punch you in the mouth.
Right. That's
Because I'm
super
having fun.
disarming.
I like competition. You know, it ain't never nothing personal.
Right.
Uh, until like it get personal when that bell ring because I
Mhm.
gotta feed my daughter. This is my future.
Facts.
But I'm still having the utmost fun because I love my life. Like I love what I do. I love
Right.
boxing.
Right.
So
Now in your downtime, what do you like to do?
drink milkshakes. If I have a girlfriend, spend time with my girlfriend. I like to spend time with my daughter.
Mhm.
Um, she's like super energetic and hyper,
Mhm.
like me.
I was about
So
to say like you.
yeah. And I like to go bowling. I like going skating at Rainbow Rink.
Oh,
Um,
word. Okay. I didn't even know that was still open.
yeah, they just had opened back up a short ago. So I like doing that. Just I like traveling. I like going to
Mhm.
Cali. Cali is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
What's
got
some of your
family
favorite
out there.
spots in? Oh, okay.
Uh San Diego so far. I ain't go to the LA part where everybody
Mhm.
else be going with the
Right.
Nipsey Hussle joint. But I've been like more southern Cali. But either way it go, that joint, the whole Cali is just lit. It's awesome. The vibe, the people, they chill,
Mhm.
you know. But yeah, and I like trying new food spots in Buffalo, so I'll
Yeah.
do that. Shout out to Rich Bando. Shout out to Rich Bando. Cause
What
his
is he?
food is definitely lit. That's a chef. He be killing it out here.
Oh, where does he have like a restaurant or?
He like just he be chefing up. I think you just place orders with him. You
Okay.
gotta find him on the book on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. But he definitely said, you know, I get that young knockout, I get free food for a month.
Mm.
So yes,
You about to
sir.
go in.
You
You
feel
about to
me?
go in with the
Oh,
free
and
food.
shout out to Walt Williams who run Feast Fitness. You feel me? He be training all the kids and all the women in Buffalo, New York, get them in shape, and the top athletes are soon around the country. He be training them, and
Mm.
he said free milkshakes for a month when I
Okay.
get to win. So I'm out here.
you
I'm
got
out
a
here, boy.
you got a lot of free shit coming your way.
You feel me? You feel me? Food is the way to the knockout, dog.
Right, right. The whole time you're just like, oh, food. Boom.
Yo, I swear, I ain't gonna get tired. I'm telling you, I
Right.
ain't gonna get tired.
Yeah. So what do you think sets you apart from other boxers when it comes to it?
I'm excited, and I got like this crazy character about me. Like,
Mm,
uh, I just be having fun. Like, you know, a lot of people don't know my true skill set unless they've been in the ring with me.
mm,
Um, I'm not known because I didn't win any national tournaments, so I'm not known. But
Right.
I'm known by the people who legitimately in the game though. They know me.
Right.
They've
They know
helped me.
boxing. Yeah.
Yeah, so like they know that I'm nice.
Right.
They know that I'm destined for greatness as long as I stay on the right path.
Right.
Also my why is more than most. Like my mom passed, so
Mhm.
that drives me.
Right.
My daughter, I gotta provide for her, that drives me. So those two things, they push me. Like I could be stupid exhausted. I promise you, I'm still gonna fold you like origami.
Yeah.
Like, cause my why too crazy.
Right.
That, and
Right.
I just love competition. Like I don't shy away from competition. I'm not scared to get in there with the baddest person. Like I'm not, and I trained hard. I
Mm.
trained smart too because of
Right.
my coach, my new head boxing coach, Timothy Nolan from Rochester. I trained
Mhm.
smarter, but I've always trained hard. I've always trained hard.
Mm.
So training hard. I don't drink. I don't smoke.
That's
Uh,
good.
my why, my mom and my daughter, and then my skill set is nasty. But everybody gonna see Saturday. It's
Yeah.
nasty. My skill set. I'll be having fun. People be thinking I'm like playing around, but that's just my style. Like I'm not playing around. That's just my style. Like my style is just having fun. When I have fun, I'm destroying somebody because
Right.
they can't do nothing about it. I activate Ultra Instinct, and it's a wrap.
Right. So when you kind of like do you kind of like just get in the zone and like black out everything else when you really
Yeah,
start
I just
going?
I just I just chill, and it just when the bell ring or when my coach told me to go, I'm on it. Like I'm just on it. It's like
Mm.
a switch. I'm on it, and when I'm on it, I either increase the intensity once I get touched, but I'll be focused though. But I lock in even more if I get touched. Like it's a dub because obviously you want to hit and not be hit. So when I'm
Right.
hit, you ain't hitting me with the same thing again. Like it's a wrap.
Right.
So I might clip you to the point where you're not even throwing no punches. So
Mhm. So you said you live in Rochester now, right?
yeah.
Primarily just for the training and that.
Well, for my career, I'm gonna stay out here unless they want me to
Oh, okay.
move somewhere else. Um, but I chose here because one, it's away. At least it's away from where I'll stay at, like usually like live at or whatever. So that way, I could be in training camp mode and be locked in,
Hmm.
um, and focused. And then on top of that, just just in general, like my manager, my trainers, coaches, like everybody out here that's a part of my team. Outside of my bro Rasheem Jefferson, senior from Philly, he in Philly. But outside of that, everybody's here. So it was like a smart investment and move to be out here. So that
Right.
way I could get 100% of my training done.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So this year when COVID hit, how did that affect your training at all, or because we shut down
No.
for a little bit? No. Okay. Right
So
off the
so
bat.
it
All right.
never it affected my training as far as going to a gym.
Okay.
But as far as training, nah. If you a real boxer, you still training.
Mm.
Like you gotta think about it. Back in the day, what would they do if they have a gym? They improvising.
Right.
I've been improvising most of my amateur career anyways. I remember I trained and won the Golden Gloves one time by training on a basketball court. Like so it's no excuse, to not be training. Now, if you're a football player or something else, maybe you can make a little excuse, but even then you can't because if you're a real athlete, you're gonna find a way.
Hmm.
You're gonna find a way. The world is your workout. The
Right.
world, the whole world, the outside, all of that. You better go find a gate, go do some pull-ups. You
Right.
better go do, go do some inverted push-ups, something.
Right. What are some of the things that you invert? That you what are some of the things that you improvised when we were all locked down?
I hurried up and went to, it was crazy because right before that happened, I went to Five Below and got all these resistance bands, yoga mats, weights, like just miscellaneous stuff. And just it just was improvising, doing mad core workouts, shadow box. I still was running. Where I lived at Buffalo was like this clothing line, like the metal thing that stick up out the ground,
Yeah.
where you can hang like the clothing line or whatever. And
Yeah.
I was doing pull ups on that. Like improvise with the weights. It just did miscellaneous core workouts. I just was improvising. Like it's mad ways as long as your mind is creative, and plus it's 2020. You could Google workouts, you could
Right.
YouTube workouts,
Right.
So
Right.
you don't if you really making an excuse, it's just because you don't want it that bad.
Mm,
So
right. Right. Well, man, I wish you all the luck this Saturday coming up. Like I said, I will be watching. Hopefully, Buffalo will be watching. Um, you you get a win and go
yes,
2-0.
sir.
You
By
know,
any means.
yes, sir. Anything else you want to add?
Uh yeah. Shout out to Daryl Graham for getting me to this point in my amateur career. Marcus Floyd for contributing. All the Buffalo boxers. That's still great. That's not getting the time to shine just yet. Our time is coming still. Um, Shout out to the hype program, the Edward Saunders Community Center. Shout out to my dad, Charles Garner Jr. Shout out to my stepmom who stepped up as a mom and raised me, Zenita Garner. Um, just shout out to the whole Garner family. Just lit. It's a
Yes,
movie,
sir.
Buffalo. It's a movie.
Yes, sir. A lot of good things happening in Buffalo on all fronts.
Yo, for real though.
And you,
Prospering like crazy. I noticed that.
yeah, yeah, it's a whole lot. That's why we do this podcast. Get the light out there.
Yeah.
But all right, man, I'm gonna let you go. Get ready for that insane workout later on tonight. And
Yeah.
like I said, we will be watching on Saturday, cheering
All
you
right, bro,
on.
bro.
All right, man. Be easy.
You too.